My little pony, my little pony.
Hello everyone and welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 104, recorded on May 4th, 2013. I am your host, Apple Cider. Hello those listening in podcast land, depending on how you download this. There are many ways. We love iTunes. That's very good. Hello to all of you that are on the justin.tv/Bronyville podcast chat that we have live here every Saturday at noon Pacific, just to keep you guys updated. As always, I have my gracious and always great co-host, Chef Sandy. Hey, Chefers.
Howdy.
How is your episode 104 day going so far, sir?
It's been pretty cool. I went to Free Comic Book Day at my local shop and spent $20.
No, that isn't particularly free.
No, it's not. But they had the Simpsons variant cover.
Oh, did they?
The Rarity Micro. And I wanted to pick up the 60s psychedelic cover from Meverson.
Nah, that's true. That's pretty cool.
I have 3 copies of the Rarity Micro now because she is best horse.
That is true. Actually, I picked up two comic variant covers recently. Let me see if I can wave Starry real quick and see if she can hand those to me, because I love her and she's nice and she would do things for me because I can't get up. Hi, baby. Hi.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, yeah. She's tossing things at me. But yeah, I got 2 of them. Listen, how about you introduce our guests real quick while those are going to get propelled towards me?
All right. Well, we have 3 guests this week from the BuckCon in the United Kingdom. We have Ruth, Ben, and Andrew.
Hello.
And tell us, what do you do at Buck? Just to start out, Ruth.
I am co-vice chairman and publicity manager. So last year, I'm gonna stop looking at the chat now before I kill someone. I do all the publicity things. So I'm like, for example, right now I'm looking at like all the tweets we're getting. If you want to ask us a question, you can tweet it to us at BuckCon, but don't forget to use the hashtag Buck2013, otherwise we won't answer it. Okay. So yeah, all the social media, that's me, and I help like direct the other departments and stuff. So I like to pretend I'm important.
All right, and Ben, what do you do?
I'm the chief hooligan wrangler. I professionally punch people in faces. It's quite fun.
Oh.
Well, no,
I understand that's important in the UK.
Yes. Dealing with
random soccer riots run out, just happen all the time. Just oh no, hooligans! I got to get into that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my job. I do it professionally, and I try and ensure people don't hit each other in the face.
Make sure everyone is safe at the convention, which is nice.
In a nice way, non-punchy way. In a non-punchy way, yes. Because the whole thing comes down to, just ensuring everyone feels safe, secure, and doesn't try and cause any trouble for anyone. And
Smart.
Generally speaking, that all goes quite well.
All right.
I like to think so.
And Andrew.
I'm Andrew, also known as Saturn. I am the chairman of Buck, so my job generally involves running around, flailing my arms around, panicking that everything is going wrong, even though it's not, generally.
And lots of swearing.
Yes, lots of swearing. Though not today.
Andrew is a professional Scotsman.
Today I've been told that I need to suppress my Scottish side a bit to make it a bit more PG for this podcast. So I will try. Also, I just noticed that today is the 4th of May, which is Star Wars Day, because May the 4th be with you.
Yes, Starry was bringing that up to me. She was expecting some big reaction from me yesterday of like, May the 4th be with you. I'm like, I'm at work. I can't have humor right now.
There is no humor. There is only work. The dark side has consumed you.
Yep. Oh, dear.
All right, well, good to have you guys on today. There is two very important questions we have to ask any and everyone that comes onto the show. We have been lucky in 104 episodes, sans the 100th episode, if you guys want to get really picky, where we had to... have to ask our guests very important things. First, I want to do a quick update. Sandy, who is best horse?
Rarity.
Wow, he's sticking with it, guys.
He's sticking with it. I gotta say, that psychedelic Rarity cover makes her look even better.
All right. Sandy, I'm going to remind you. Remember who you are.
Yes.
Remember. Look at this cover and remember who you are. See that cover? Remember, Sandy, this is the Rainbow Dash as Daring Do saving Scootaloo from 3 vipers that are the color of her friends. Remember who you are.
I may have to go to Hot Topic and hunt you down, but
cool cover.
The Dash Micro is only a hair above the Twilight Micro in terms of its badness.
Yep. All right. So let's.
I really like the Twilight Micro. It was pretty fun.
I like the one with her like swirling around all the magic stuff. That looks pretty cool, and all of it's just fan fiction.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to our guests, and wow, it looks like we're going to have a trifecta of favorite characters here. Let's start with Ruth.
Outnumbered.
Yeah, really.
Of course, best pony is Rarity, because she's fabulous, and she kind of reminds me of myself when something goes wrong, and she just kind of explodes a bit.
Seconded.
I love that your con mates just went yep. just like yeah, it's true. All right, and favorite episode.
My favorite episode has to be A Canterlot Wedding. I know that's technically 2 episodes, but it's just the best.
It's really
close
good.
Enough.
It's really good. All right, Ben.
Well, Ruth's already bagged Rarity, so I'm going to go with Blackjack.
Huh?
From Project Horizon.
All right.
Because otherwise I would say Rarity, definitely.
Okay, we'll go with Rarity.
Fanfic doesn't count.
You guys and your fanfic.
It totally does.
Nynx is my favorite character. Go home. Go home.
I'm sorry you're not allowed on this podcast.
Can it be Snowdrop?
But it's a little filly nightmare moon, and she don't know what's wrong. This is not to say against anyone that likes past sins. It's just.
Can
boy.
Snowdrop see why kids like the taste of Cinnamon
no,
Crunch?
no, Sandy, no, Sandy. This is so bad. Ben, what's your favorite episode? Oh, geez.
I'd say Sweet and Elite.
Okay,
just
good.
because A, the musical number, B, the character sort of development variety, and C, just the absurdly humorous stuff that goes on. And the fact that it actually ties in with the comic book now, with Hayseed Turnip Chuck actually turned out to be the next Mitt Romney.
Pretty much.
That was awesome.
I will do it to win her love. And then nope. Gets beaten by Spike. All right, and finally, Andrew, you're going to have to break it up. We've had just this trifecta of Rarity here, so...
I know, I feel heavily outclassed. But, my favorite pony is Pinkie Pie, just because I do love a bit of comic relief, and she is very funny and very silly.
Absolutely. She is second best pony, that's for sure.
Oh.
She is.
I'm honestly stuck between Rarity and Applejack, so Pinkie Pie's up there somewhere.
Pinkie is good.
Yeah, Pinkie's good.
Pinkie makes the show for me. Really, I love Twilight, but if it's just like if one character vanished, the most change in the show would be from Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, and if one character vanished that no one would care about, it'd be Fluttershy.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Let's hope that Starry didn't hear that one. All right, and favorite episode.
Favorite episode, A Canterlot Wedding. Just because Chrysalis, who is automatically best pony because she is every pony. And the This Day aria, which is just one of my favorite songs ever, apart from the Smile song. But I really like that episode. It was just very well put together. Absolutely fucking scary at points. Like, nightmare fuel. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not meant to swear, am I? Oh, yeah.
Oops, I forgot. My Scottish leaked out.
You have to contribute.
Sorry, I shall take my kilt off and put on some trousers. Some non-dark trousers.
I heard some Scottish.
Into the swear jar, come on.
Yup.
Get Ben to just keep a Scottish counter on the side of the show notes.
The yays.
All right.
All right, well, very good. Glad to have you all on the show. It's time for sponsor talk. Sandy, who is our glorious sponsor?
Our sponsors over at WeLoveFine.com, purveyors of fine pony merch. They are currently doing right now, today, May 4th, they're doing a Star Wars shirt sale, but it won't matter. It'll come Wednesday when people download this. They've got new Iron Man. They've got new Star Trek. They have some Big Apple PonyCon exclusives still. Let's see. They have any new pony shirts? They have some MegaCon exclusives now. They have Camelot Falls Equestria, and it has Pinky and Dash. And interesting. So apparently they had some MegaCon stuff. There's other stuff on sale, but you know what? Oh, it's all cool stuff. And you can use our coupon code Bronyville10, save 10%, and get yourself some cool fandom merch.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot more out there than ponies.
There is. I understand the Ironmans is happen.
Yeah.
That's something.
I might go see that tonight, actually.
Get to see the Ironmans.
Yes.
And then the not the Star Wars, the Star Treeks. Those all are coming. So, all right, very excellent. Go check that out. We love Fine. We love them. Also, I guess we should start doing like a sponsor by Nightmare Nights Dallas. We should probably start doing that.
Fair enough. Yeah, Nightmare Nights Dallas. You should check us out. It's nightmarenights.org. Actually, .net. Org redirects to .net. Silly me. We'll be updating our website very soon with some fresh art assets. Our artist has delivered some of these stuff. The fantastic Joe Rosales. We have recently added... Dun, dun, dun. Here's the announcement.
Uh-oh.
We have confirmed Sabrina Brigetti, Sibsy, will be coming down to join us in November. And she'll probably drag along Mandapony in the process. So we'll see if he wants to do anything.
Hooray.
So we'll have Sibsy there. And our goal, and this is how we're going to basically market ourselves. We are going to have people from the show, from every step of the production, from the concept writing to the animation to the voice acting. Our 8 guests cover all of that. And you can expect some really fun themed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a list of our planned events for several of the things. We don't have anything musical yet, but we're working on that. Our hotel block is still open. You save a really good deal. Save about $30 if you use our coupon or group code MLT. Just check out our website, nightmarenights.net. Find out all your information. And our goals for the event. After all, Nightmare Nights Dallas is a charitable convention. And all of our remaining profit after the convention will be going as a donation to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital for Sirius.
Right.
Excellent.
So, can we leave out the plans to just try and drive us into the ground until we're not here, please?
Well, but now's the very important part. Well, now's the very important part where we get you guys to talk about how awesome your con is right now, because topic time is now.
You're right. Oh, y'all are like 3 months before Nightmare Nights anyway in Manchester, and we're in Dallas, Texas. So
yeah, well,
all right.
Just a bit further apart, you know. Not like we're on different continents or anything.
There's only this small pond in the way.
This
it was all a
lake.
trap. Abort.
Yes, definitely. So go ahead and just give us the basics. Explain the dates and where and everything about the con. So for any of those out there that may not know about Buck at this time.
If they do not know about Buck, I do not know where they have been living. We have been on Equestria Daily very frequently recently.
Be living
yeah.
under Tom.
Sorry?
Living under Tom.
Yeah.
Under a rock.
Yeah, we're going to be, we're on the 23rd to the 25th of August. The 23rd is actually a kind of separate event. It's the Summer Sun Celebration, which is basically this huge, big-ass kind of party thing in a separate venue. And then
With tons and tons of live music. Like, really,
yeah,
we've got hours and hours
that.
of live music.
Hold on, Andrew, I got this covered, man.
Sorry.
She's been working all week. She's been saving it. She was so excited. She's like, I'm ready to go. It's Friday. You know,
Oh,
it's Friday. I want to do the show.
This was her moment, and you ruined it.
Flail. Run out.
This is easily the worst thing you've ever done.
We're only like a line into my notes, guys.
All right. Come on, D silly right now. All right, take out the giggles. Come on, Ruth, you can do it.
So,
you can do it. Game face.
The actual right, cider, mate. Thank you. we're actually the con part is on the 24th to the 25th, and we're in an internationally renowned venue, the Bridgewater Hall, which is in Manchester, slap bang in the middle of Great Britain. So it's pretty much reachable by anywhere. So if you're in Scotland, you can come. If you're in Cornwall, you can come. It doesn't matter where you are, you can come. We're the biggest convention, with the biggest Brony convention in Europe. Last year we had about just under 700 attendees, I believe. And this year we're looking a lot bigger. Like, we've already sold a hell of a lot of tickets. And
We're so big, we've had to buy new trousers.
They're putting Scotsmen in trousers. This is how important it is.
So what if you're from Glasgow? Are you welcome? Perth?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Hang on, Sat and I did not agree to this.
Wales? Anyone from Wales showing up?
Oh man, what if people from Cardiff come?
Oh boy, it's getting dangerous
we
now.
love the Welsh. We love the Welsh as long as they don't bring any sheep.
Oh dear God!
When it went.
I know they've got overabundance there.
Yeah.
I just have this mental image of Welsh people, instead of buses, they just have like rows and rows of sheep that they ride around on.
That's New Zealand too.
They just have a sheep ferry. They go from city to city.
There is a reason the chairman should be not seen and not heard. Just,
Oh my God.
Just- oh dear God!
What are you doing to my show, guys? Hi.
No, we love the Welsh. We love the Welsh,
Andrew.
especially with ketchup.
Everything you are saying is going to make my job harder because people are going to be trying to kill you.
I love this neon possum. How did you know about this? / is Welsh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll stop before we start poking fun at the Irish. So.
You better know, I'm half Irish.
We'll see. That's the protection we have. I wouldn't. I think the Irish are cool.
Excellent. I like you.
Yay. It's having friends like you that keep me from making bad decisions. All right, so you have that coming up. As said, Buck is on 8/23 in the UK. Who are the guests you have announced so far?
We have... This is like the number one thing I should have put in my notes.
I know! Ruth! You had one job! One job!
Like 100% professional. Okay.
Yes.
So far we have Wooden Toaster, General Mumble, Rainbow Crash 88 and his band, Acoustic Brony, Pipsqueak, The Living Tombstone, Sketchy Sounds, Tay the Pony, Lavender Harmony, Clottervix, Blaze, Wreck, Fire Ends. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that one right. We also have like games like the Butt Card Game. That's not to do with us, by the way. It's just called Butt Card Game. Project Awakening, Pony Finder. We also have like a guest from last year who is he's Laser Pony, and he did like this huge laser show on the walls, and that was amazing. You should look him up on YouTube because his
also
stuff is
featured
just
in the
like,
Brony
"What?"
doc.
We've also got the voice actress Il Monte. She's not from the show, but she's all over YouTube. She does like amazing little animations and videos with her voice. We also have in the VIP department John Delancey.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's somewhat known.
Yeah. And we also have a special VIP announcement to make on this show that has not actually been released yet.
We're getting exclusives here, Sandy.
I really like this.
I feel so privileged.
Build up the suspense a little bit more.
My pences are sus.
All right, Ruth, stop holding us back. Tell us what it is.
Okay, right. We have attending our cyber panel, the writers from the show, Amy Keating-Rogers and Megan McCarthy.
Hooray! Amy, Amy is a pro. We love her.
Physical VIPs and cyber VIPs, like Amy and Megan, but there's going to be someone just put in the chat sober panel, so all the other panels are going to be everyone's completely pissed. No, cyber panel, so they're going to be there online.
That means they're drinking for those of you that aren't British.
Yeah, which you can almost expect me.
Are they cyber ponies at this point?
Yeah,
yes. Once again,
completely digital. We're downloading them into our laptops.
Yeah, we're gonna store them on flash drives and then plug them in and upload them into your brains. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it was a shame because we couldn't. They couldn't attend physically, but they really wanted to come. So we were like, let's just have your faces on screens, and they were like, yeah. So that was great.
We're gonna steal their souls through technology. Woo!
It's a Doctor Who episode all over again.
But with ponies.
Yeah, so we do have like a billion more guests that are still to be announced, and those will be announced very soon. If you follow us on social media, like Twitter, join the Facebook group, the Facebook page, look at our website, they will all start appearing on there over the next week.
Okay, Ruth, what are you most excited for?
The Summer Sun celebration.
Okay.
I am actually, when I think about it, I get so excited. I get this proper full-on adrenaline rush, and I sometimes I'll be lying in bed and going oh, Buck's gonna be really amazing. Oh my gosh, Summer Sun celebration. I'll just vibrate myself out my bed.
I want that mental image. Just her lying on a bed and then just until she falls right off. Just right off the other end. Just a straight and just keeps going. Just out the hallway, out the door.
Every time
down the road.
My pajamas.
Every time Ruth thinks about the Summer Sun celebration, a storm happens on the other side of the world.
Exactly.
Too soon?
But it's terrible. Okay. So the Summer Sun celebration is sort of a separate event to Buck. It's still organised by Buck and everything, and it's still under Buck and same people, but it's going to be on the evening of the Friday, whereas the con is going to be all day Saturday, Sunday. So we're hiring out a separate venue, which is within walking distance, but we can't confirm it yet because we haven't signed the contract.
Hell, it's within rolling distance.
Very close by.
Yeah. You can roll there, just get on the ground and roll. It's brilliant.
I know, you can literally just kind of look at the Bridgewater, look at the other venue. It's so close. But that's probably giving it away. But yeah. So we're expecting I think we have a capacity for 1,500 or more in there. Don't we?
More than that, in fact.
Yeah, way more than that. So and we're going to have tons and tons of Brony musicians and performances. We've got Rainbow Crash 88 and his band there performing. We've got Acoustic Brony performing. We've got Living Tombstone, Pip, Squeak, Telly the Pony, Lavender Harmony, Blaze, Clutterfix, just Wooden Toaster, General. Just think of them and they'll be there. They're all going to be there performing all your favourite songs and more. They might even be putting together some new tracks, especially for the Summer Sun celebration.
That sounds like a really cool event.
Think the most amazing concert you have ever been to, then double it.
Very cool.
Exactly. It's just going to be huge, and it's £15.
Wow, that's not that heavy.
$20 in fake money.
It's only 15. I can hold all of those. Musicians together, and it's only £15. I could carry that.
It's £15, and there's still like tickets available. If you go to buckcon.org.
Wow, the tickets are £15. That's
you can go buy your ticket right now.
That's a really heavy ticket.
Oh yeah, use silly weights.
I know we do. It's a joke because pounds is a weight, not an actual currency here.
Yeah,
that's $23.35 in Ameribucks.
I know.
Burger dollars.
All right, Andrew, what are you, besides what Ruth said, we're just going to go down the list. What are you excited about without using the Summer Sun celebration?
Oh, what am I excited about? I'm excited about John Delancey and our cyber panels because it's going to be great to get them there with questions being asked, not just VA questions, but things about the background of the show and the writing and the storyboarding. It's it's going to be great. I'm really quite excited for that.
All right, excellent. And finally,
and of course, John Delancey.
Yeah,
you can't beat a John Delancey in terms of John Delancey-ness.
Yeah, I think you're 100% correct. Of all of the John Delancey, he's
the most John Delancey. Yes,
John Delancey is best John Delancey.
Of all of the people I've seen play John Delancey does the best.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone play John Delancey.
It's like the Charlie Chaplin, like he went in and like entered a Charlie Chaplin like competition and came in second. Like famous, just weird thing, just like, oh, that guy's more Charlie Chaplin. All right, Ben, to round it up, what are you most excited about besides those other two things?
When it's all over, I can rest, go to the after party, and get mad with it.
All right.
Yeah, the after party is going to be pretty sweet.
We've sold out on after party tickets at the moment, but there will be more available in the second wave.
Okay, excellent.
So keep your eyes peeled.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, like, sign up to our social media and stuff, and you'll get it in your newsfeed automatically.
Yeah. Something I'm most like looking forward to, simply because it means me and my team can actually relax a little bit, because a lot of the guys from my team a lot of them are returning from last year. They all put a lot of work in, and it's nice to just get some catharsis after it's all over. And yeah, the after parties where we can sort of enjoy it a little bit more than running around flailing and saying, get out, come in, get out, and
plus
so on
Fab
and so
Cafe,
forth. Plus Fab Cafe.
So what's Fab Cafe?
You describe the Fab Cafe.
It's a
really
place
good.
I've been banned from every single time I've gone.
Wow,
but,
good going, bro.
It's basically like the ultimate new. They've got like the Predator and Daleks like in there. They've got arcade machines, all sorts of customized drinks, and I believe we're trying to get the My Little Pony cocktail list that we use at Straub's for our meetups. Because we're working on a deal with the Fab here in Leeds as well, where we're doing something similar with them. And hopefully we should be able to get the My Little Pony drinks available there as well, which would be amazing, because they're very, very well received at the UK meetups that we do. On top of that, there's just a really, really good atmosphere there. They'll let you play your own music if you've got enough people in. And
their mixing deck is like the bridge of the Enterprise, I've been told.
It is. I've actually got to use it before, and the one in Leeds. Because as part of many of the other things I did, I was also a DJ at one point. And yeah, they have a really, really good setup.
They're going to flip their shit if we take John Delancey there.
Oh.
Oh, God.
they would just wet themselves. Like, you could just imagine him sitting on the bridge in the Star Trek DJ pit and just be like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't tell him beforehand that he's going to be there. Just like,
Oh,
by
I'm
the
sure.
way,
I'm
we
sure
brought
he'll
you.
love that.
my friend John Delancey.
He
Yeah.
would go there and he'd be like, "I thought I was brought here to work with professionals." No, he'd probably have a good laugh at it. I think giving him a little bit of a forewarning of just like, now, by the way, this is kind of a geek cafe.
I'm sure he's used to them.
Just go, this place is a shrine to you, sir. Hi.
Wait, all I will say, sir, is that when you walk in the door, everything's free. Because if
Which
the
means
staff doesn't give it
by
to
me.
you, someone will.
Yeah. Which means he's
This
by
is
me.
probably... We're probably going to witness some spontaneous human combustion from the staff.
That does sound special. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or you just want to go ahead and tell everyone where they can find the con, find the information, and how they can register?
Oh,
Well,
plus
I'd
we
quite
also-
like to talk about functional programming.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, plus we also have the questions for social programming, or the
Oh, sure.
social media they've been asked.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Don't try to rush him, AC.
I'm
Gosh.
just trying to push so along, Sandy. So, all right. So, what else you guys got programming wise, and what questions have you picked up?
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I said. But yes, let's talk about that. So, other things we've got running. We've got Pony Finder role-playing going. We've got lots of music, as we said. What else have we got going? Ruth?
Huh? Oh, notes.
Yes.
One job, Ruth. One job.
We've not actually put our program up yet, because that's still being finalized. But we've got
it's
a lot of things we were doing last year. We're doing again this year. We've got way more panels this year, and some really cool workshops, animation workshops, music workshops, all sorts of things.
Workshop was amazing last year. Just saying. We have a few kind of. So we have a few kind of in advance competitions. Like we have a T-shirt competition running at the moment. So if you have always dreamed of having this certain pony design, you can make it, send it into james@truffleshuffle.co.uk, and if you win, then you win 5 of those T-shirts for free. And if you put Buck T-shirt submission in the subject line on when you email it to them, then you can win a free Summer Sun Celebration ticket as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, we also have a video competition and a writers competition. So video competition, it's all got to be original content. You can't use any visuals from the show. You can't use any audio from the show. It's got to be completely original. It's got to be suitable for kids. You can't use any explicit content. And it's got to be more than 30 seconds and less than 5 minutes. So there will be more. There will obviously be more information on this on our website when we put it up. We've kind of organised it, and we're still building the website page.
I'll just say for anyone who with the T-shirt thing, that anyone who manages to get a blackjack design done, I will buy it a lot. I will pay lots of money for a blackjack T-shirt because she is the best pony, and she's basically like me.
You live in a post-apocalyptic wasteland
And murder people?
Yeah, it's called Leeds.
Well, yes,
it's called
he lives
Leeds. So yes, but no. In terms of alcoholic security guards that are kind of insane, that's kind of me.
and your position on staff is what again?
Chief of security.
Okay.
He
Well,
won't
what
be
is
working
this?
on at the actual con
Put in
until
the
after.
chat. Well, what is this in the chat? What is this? What is this?
I don't.
He is linked in the Skype chat.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ruth. I have no.
I just want you to know, my co-host is just finishing up his design now, and I'll send it. I'll put that in the chat as soon as it's finished.
Just to inform all, there may have been a fluffy animal linked to Ruth. I I don't know. It may have been this link. It might have. I'm not sure.
What I don't understand is why I have a shamrock on my hat and not like that little pixel heart thing I normally have. Am I suddenly Irish?
Yes.
Apparently.
Oh, okay. I'm not okay with this. You guys are bullies. You guys are no good bullies. Bullies. You horrible people.
Here, put that up on the stream so that way anybody looking at the video can see it. I mean, we just need to. No, I'm sorry, Ruth, but nobody will know. We've got to make sure it will be.
Speak really loudly.
I have bad news, Ruth. I can mute you.
No, you can't.
Let's play nice, children. Jeez.
Oh dear.
Take it out onto the
down.
Kong. Just give us a big bear
Calm
hug.
down. Have a
Like
stick of
big
bamboo.
bear, like
and calm down.
panda bear hug. Oh dear. Actually, you may actually like this one. This is actually a rather cool design. How long's left? Is it? All right. Okay. We're just going to send it across to you. We'll put it in the Skype.
Okay. That works. All right. So, anything else? What were some of the questions that you guys got on the social media? If we want to go ahead and roll through those.
Yeah. Where's Ruth gone?
Oh, she's still muted.
No.
I'm getting grilled by the vice chairman for doing something, and I'm not sure what.
Being on this show.
Okay. Yeah. What was the question?
What were your social media questions you picked up?
Oh, let me just get back on Twitter. My mouse has conveniently stopped working, so I'm using my tablet to do everything. Connect.
Derpy is keeping you occupied.
Oh, there's a lot of there's a lot of people being like, "Oh my gosh, Amy Keating Rogers and Megan McCarthy!" Ah!
Oh, Derpy.
I'm surprised that the capital letters and high squeaky voice came across in tweets.
Yeah. Luke Bannon is just asking, like, how is the best way to get to the venue? The venue is brilliant because it is literally about 10-15 minutes walk from the train station. So you
can also get the metro,
really.
the trams. Trams is probably the easiest because the tram stops right outside the venue. Brilliant.
Yep, there's the tram stop outside the venue, and that'll take you to the Summer Sun Celebration 1-2. So it's brilliant. Where is the best place to drink in Manchester before and after the event?
The best place to drink
after party.
Yes, exactly.
Hang around for a little bit; they'll set you up.
I'm so tempted to tweet this picture.
Don't you dare tweet that picture, Andrew. I will cry.
Andrew, you should tweet that picture.
Loki is asking, do you think it would be safe to purchase a Summer Sun Celebration in June? No is my answer, because they are selling
like
quite well.
hotcakes.
They've been mentioned here. So I'd buy your ticket as soon as possible, because tickets are selling very quickly and they should be gone by maybe the end of June. So you might be okay at the start of June, but like just do it as soon as possible is my word of advice.
And it also helps the con overall in their finances.
Yeah, it helps us pay our bills off super quick.
Oh, say, there's an image coming through. I wonder what this is.
What? No.
Hold on, let me
I'm on Twitter too. I delete it straight away.
This is an image of Ruth as a pony drawn by my co-host in Lucid Reverie.
Okay.
Right,
1 minute remaining. Boy, the internet mega slow.
I'm getting sympathy messages on Facebook from my real friends.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with this fan art of your character. How dare they take the time to do something for you?
Take art.
Let's see. Once that's out, I can put it in the Dropbox and then forward. Yeah, this will all work. Okay, so there is... So
What?
I think
That's not even a panda, that's a raccoon.
It's a
Yeah.
pony.
Best raccoon.
It's a,
It's pony
It's a
with
raccoon
blue
pony.
colour scheme.
so I did
not
actually
very
have
I'm
one
not-
question
not
for you
based on this.
guys.
Not at all.
Yes?
When it comes, because I recently watched the Brony doc, how did that really work out for you guys? Do you think that's really drummed up extra business for your con this year?
I think so, definitely. It's gotten sort of the word of our con, and I guess the European side of the fandom in general, because they covered the other large con, which is Galacon, which is in Germany. So I think across in America, you guys don't really... I don't know, there's not much of the European side of the fandom really represented there. And I think it's especially gotten across to the fandom and possibly even to Hasbro that we exist here, we're fans, and there's stuff going on all over the world pretty much.
It was very, very cool. I've just been asked, I want a suggestion of an image for my co-host to draw for you guys, so we'll put up in the chat as soon as it's ready. So, what do we want? Just spitball, come on.
How about your wondrous hosts for the show?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey! I win. Or either that, or there's a lot of art of us. Perhaps Starry needs some.
Starry. All right. Okay then.
Yep.
See if we can't get some of that done then.
Yes, that way the Starry fans can enjoy. However you like to do it, that could be fun. Okay, well, let's go ahead and push this forward. Just to give one more reminder of the website they can find, how much is reg, and all of that goodness. Ruth?
I think we
What's rag?
lost Ruth. Rag.
Reg?
Reg.
Registration?
Registration costs.
Red,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Rag. Okay,
Listen, I can make fun of your speech. You can't make fun of mine.
I'm sorry, but after this panda thing, I'm just gonna...
Every villain
I'm
in
not holding back.
every villain in movies has your accent.
No. Go right ahead, darling. I do it to him all the time.
Bleh.
It's the Australian talking again.
Captain
I can't tell
Picard
what
has
she's
an English
saying.
accent.
It
He
just
wasn't a
sounds
villain.
like a really angry Aussie.
Yes, pretty much. We can go with that. There. All right. The image is now an Australian Starry Night.
Okay.
Yeah, I want
She
her.
needs a boomerang and one of those wacky hats.
Yeah, she needs a hat with a bunch of teeth in the brim.
I have a kangaroo pelt.
Okay, that's good.
if
Do
you
you
wanna
want to
find out
ship
more-
the kangaroo pelt to them to make you a hat?
No.
Then why did you say you have a kangaroo pelt?
It goes with the Aussie thing.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to find out more about the convention,
Oh,
please
boy.
visit our website, which is just www.buckcon.org, and you can purchase tickets by clicking on the words tickets.
Which
Hooray.
I'm linking in the chat. Yay.
Woo.
Yeah.
So your basic is 55 pounds.
Yep.
So
Kind of heavy. Getting there. You have to lift it with two hands.
that's
but
about
it gets
85
full on.
US. So 85 Ameribucks.
Woo, boy, I wish our Ameribucks were stronger right now.
Yes. Well, the Celestia tier
Thanks,
is
Obama.
389, which is not quite as crazy as the Celestia tier for Nightmare Nights, which is 500.
Dollars, by the way. It's actually £250. Real money, proper money.
Yeah. So how many
But for
tickets
that,
of the
you get to have-
Celestia tier
You get
did
to have
you guys
dinner
sell?
with John Delancey, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celestia tier is really cool. I'm just loading up the full description of it now, and that basically gets you everything. It gets you it gets you into the convention, both the Summer Sun celebration and the after party, and just everything. Plus, you get the VIP dinner where you get to have dinner with all the guests, and that includes John Delancey.
Yeah. Well, I was noticing that they're sold out.
Yeah, literally, they sold out How long did it take? Like 2 days
Like
or something?
2 days. 2 days
How
they
many-
sold out of our first wave, but we're going to have more released soon.
How many of those did you have initially? If that's not too...
A small number, a limited
Well.
amount.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that for Nights we have 8 of our top tier tickets. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
we're gonna
But that's one-on-one
release.
dinner with the guests.
Yeah, we're gonna release our second wave of those soon, and they are gonna sell out probably in the first day or two. So if you want one of those, then you'll need to sign up to our social media, our Twitter or Facebook, so that you know when they are out, and you don't miss out on those. Because they're going to be very, very worth it. Trust me. Trust me, I'm Scottish.
I'll put the social media links in the Google Doc because I've linked them once in the chat, but you know, you might have missed them with all the chatting.
Hullabaloo.
Doo-ba-doo.
The hullabaloo and other English
The-
words.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, those are fantastic.
I love that word.
I can't even
All
get
right.
on Facebook now. Darn it!
Facebook destroyed.
Two
So yeah,
bucks.
you got a nice looking website too.
Thank you. It took ages. Like we were promising it was going to be out for ages, and we just kept hitting more and more problems. And then when we finally did it, I was tears.
It was, me and our other code monkey bashing out stuff. Oh, many long nights, one 24-hour sprint doing that, and yeah, it was hell. But we got it out, and now it's out, and it's awesome, and it's
Pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty, and it's fast, and all those kinds of things.
Okay, well, excellent.
Yeah,
Well,
it
let's
looks really nice.
Absolutely go check that out if you are able to attend. That is Buck 2013. Let me just find the date one more time just to confirm. That's going to be 8/23 in the United Kingdom, and go check that out.
Well, no, 8/23 in the US, 23/8 in the United Kingdom.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Do your dates right.
We're just listen. We just wanted to fight everything with you. Like, no, the cars are going to be on this side of the road. We're nothing that says kings. We're not going to have that. Forget
You're
your
like
stupid
rebellious
measurement
child of our
systems.
country.
For-
Your country's
Everything
the
has to have
rebellious
extra use.
No, Dad, I'm going to drive on the other side of the road. And I'm going to measure things in silly units.
I'm surprised that to spite you, we didn't decide to do all of our work at night and sleep in the day. You know, just try and be.
This your sensible brother who's like, oh no, we're going to do things properly here. Canada's our favorite.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so go check that out. That is Buck. Let's go ahead and move forward some. We've got news. It feels like we should have done this so much earlier, but it's just because everything got swapped in Silly Land.
I know, right?
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this. News. What is happening? Well, what is happening, Sandy?
It's happening.
Oh no! Is this a fire? Is this bad?
Well, all right. So there is a catalog out there that has the introducing Equestria Girls. Look for the DVD. Find out more about us at mlpeg.com. Except the website doesn't actually work yet. It is being done and handled by Shout Factory Kids. Which is the same folks who did these season sets, and they look like weird cat people, sort of, with the ears like that.
I still think this is an elaborate troll by Hasbro. They're getting the fandom back for everything.
Well, it's one of those things that some of the commentary from some of the people on like Equestria Daily is really a bit too much. I think these should rein it in just a little bit. Unrustle those jimmies, children.
So
It might actually be good.
You know, it could actually be good.
How could you possibly suggest that? This is the internet. Everything is terrible until proven not bad.
And everything is the worst thing ever. Yes, I do know that, but some of the comments are just like sort of, wow, you guys haven't even seen this nonsense. Yes, it looks... It doesn't look great, but, you know, you gave ponies a shot, so why don't you give this one a shot?
This is Hasbro's attempt to kill the fandom. They don't want us around, so they're going to try and wrestle control by making this show that has a whole bunch of girly girls and you look and Spike's this and Granny Smith's that, and they're trying to kill it all.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Manzo.
It's ridiculous. It's like someone shot their puppy.
Oh my god.
You know, the
Like,
rule on
chill,
the
guys,
internet is
just to show
you literally
MSTPK
can't-
mantra and all that.
you can't trust anything like until it's done, unless it's done by Ken Levine. Those are the rules. Speaking of which, BioShock.
BioShock, that's a game. So,
Yeah.
so now we're no longer allowed to do space-time string theory. Is that the rule?
I really didn't actually like that game all that much.
So Equestria
Honestly,
Girls.
It looks interesting, but the character design is a little bit off in terms of because it's gone for
bit
kind of a sort of
furry.
anthro. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's sort of like it's kind of
Have-
anthro. Like,
Have you
I have
guys
nothing
actually...
against furries. I love furries, but
Ooh.
Well, I was gonna say, have you
Looks
guys
so
seen the designs that they have for like the Monster High and the Bratz? It's straight up what it is, guys.
yeah,
Big, tall, mega skinny, big eyes.
Her neck is wide as her
Aliens.
waist.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm really hoping that it will be in this world that they're creating. They'll all actually be like 17 feet high and robots.
If one of them shoots death lasers from their eyes, I might actually be okay with it.
Pinkie Pie's party cannons deploy from her shoulders.
Yes, yes. I'm
Oh,
okay
Final
now.
Gundam.
If they all band together and actually ride around in a Gundam, that would be great.
Yes.
They literally
Yeah.
just cop out episodes of Power Rangers and just
Yeah.
It turns out that it's actually a Toku show, so it's going to be Equestria Ranger. So-
What I'm actually really looking forward to is when this comes out and then there's a Japanese dub of it. It's going to be hilarious.
just now.
Oh god.
If
Just
they-
a quick thing, my co-host has just informed me that apparently, according to the extended synopsis, the only one of them that's actually the character from the show is Twilight.
Yes.
So like the rest of them are supposed to just remember. What the hell? Like, is she going through some sort of like post-traumatic stress disorder where she's seeing her friends everywhere? In just
I
human
think we should go down to Hasbro's offices and like take away all their parts.
Well, what?
and give it to me.
Let's see. I'm trying to say. I mean, there was some stuff that was leaked about like a supposed synopsis for it. And heck, tell you what, if you actually look at the DVD cover that they have there, it gives you a good idea of what likely is happening with this. Because there's
Twilight standing in front of a magic mirror with human Twilight on the other side.
Yes.
Ooh.
Through the looking glass. Oh no.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Yup.
Everything
It's
you know
basically-
is
so
wrong.
What is that?
So
Black
basically,
light.
humanized ponies are like a fandom in Equestria.
Lyra is
knows?
all on top of
This
this,
is
I
like-
want you to know.
This is like their version of My Little Dashie.
I just want a little pony to love.
So
I'm not
moving
gonna spoil
on.
Yes, let's
before
move
we
forward.
piss
We'll
off
spend all
everybody
day.
forever.
We'll spend all day on these with you kids.
As people flee the stream in droves. So the Behind the Voice Actor Awards winners have been announced. Nominations were announced last week. I think we mentioned them on the show. And several pony folk won
Yay.
for their roles on ponies, or at least general voice acting. So Tara Strong has won People's Choice for the Voice Actress of the Year, considering
saw
that
that one coming.
she's in everything. seriously, there's very little that she's not involved in. And Claire Corlett, People's Choice for Best Female Vocal Performance by a Child for Sweetie Belle. So all dim squeaks. Certainly got her.
I'm surprised it's not Michelle Kramer for that.
Yeah, but everyone's always
Claire
on.
Corlett is
Claire. I love
very
Claire
good singer.
though.
Sweetie Belle is best CMC.
She does. Sweetie Belle does have the most adorable squeaky little voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in the category television, Britt McKillop, People's Choice for Best Female Vocal Performance in a Television Series in a Guest Role for playing Cadence. And Pony, My Little Pony Friendship Magic itself, People's Choice for Best Vocal Ensemble in a Television Series, Children's/Educational. So, huzzah! Ponies is being recognized because who needs the Emmys? We've got behind the voice actors.
Yeah, I'm.
Yay! Our fandom is validated because that's what we needed.
Well, it's validated only so much that we click the button enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if there's one
Tell
thing
people.
Bronies are brilliant at, it's clicking buttons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going through this list real quick to try and see if there's anything that involved a pony that didn't win. Okay, here's one. You know, the Scott McNeil as Flam didn't beat David Soblov. I'm probably mangling that as Shockwave. That really doesn't surprise me since, you know, Flam was a single episode.
That's scrapped.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other ones. Britt McClip didn't make it, but then she was going against somebody that's on The Legend of Korra. So, yeah, it's one of those, like, it's based off of that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
No, it is not.
Oh, I'm trolling so hard.
Clearly, something I've missed.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kill you.
I'm sorry for all of you Avatar fans. Them's fighting words. All right, well, let's go ahead and move forward. Let's see what else we got here. Alien abduction. So this isn't particularly pony, but how does it relate?
It's not pony at all, but if you guys remember back from episode 100, if you were around during that time, we talked to Peter New for a bit, and we talked about his alien abduction film. If you've seen his Twitter icon last little bit, he's changed it from the blue-faced weird alien that he's played to his "Are You a Wizard?" because people decided that he was a fantastic target for photoshops. But the Alien Abduction is an independent film that he and some cohorts made, Mike and Mac Franger. Basically are doing an independent film, and the winners of it get $1 million to make the film. And they're in the top 15, so that's really cool. Also, Gindid from Derby Who's News did an interview with them that's about an hour long. That's linked off of the show notes here in the article Beyond Equestria Alien Abduction. So give that a listen if you'd like to find out more, because, again, there's more to life than ponies, and it's cool to see the voice actors that we like in ponies doing other cool things. So go ahead and check that out. Gindid's a cool guy. So give him some more hits on that.
Absolutely, go check that out. We need to get in contact. It'd be nice to have Peter on again. As always, it's nice to have everyone on again.
Yup.
All right, so let's see. We got some blind bag news.
Yeah, these guys are pretty new. So it's Nurse Redheart and Mr. Cake blind bags have been found on Taobao, the delightfully gray market Chinese eBay, where you can find all sorts of things. I believe somebody linked me to last night a massive lot of Celestia, Cadence, Twilight, and Zecora. No, it was the three princesses and Zecora without their mains. And it was like this, it's like just like a bag of them. They don't have their mains. It's just a bag of the blind bags.
Bag of bald ponies, huh?
Yeah, it's like, and they were selling them for like 1.5 yen a piece or 150 yen or something. I don't know. It was just like, hey, you want a bald Celestia? Sure, why not? I don't know.
Bald Lestia. She had an unfortunate accident at the salon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Taobao is where stuff gets spirited out of factories. It's the off the back of the truck.
It's the well, these may not we might not be able to sell these, or Hey, we could probably sell these and nobody would notice.
Yeah, well, it's where everybody's finding a lot of the toys before they come out.
Right.
And so there's previously been a Mrs. Cake found. Now there's a Mr. Cake and a Nurse Red Heart. So they're doing the little collections that have a couple extra bits with them, like the forest set that has short-tailed rarity, new mold Fluttershy, the Manticore, Steven Magnet, and something else, I think. So it could totally be like a set that has the 3 bigger ponies and like 2 very small like foals, like the baby cakes. So who knows? It's more product to fill my desk with. Yay!
Absolutely. And speaking of more product, I'm looking at the next picture and going, having to cover my. Go ahead.
If they're doing an MLP episode in the future, Pound Cake, like if we go with the cake foals, Pound Cake needs to be voiced by Elias Defexis, in Adam Jensen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never asked for this?
Yeah, that guy. Because there's just been talk about working with other voice actors, and yeah, I've just been watching a thing with him on, and yeah, apparently he may be interested. So we need to look into that. So he needs to do Pound Cake.
Well, we're still waiting on Weird Al to show up as Pinkie Pie's weird uncle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll survive that fanfic.
But it would be so good.
Is that the same episode where we're going to have Ellen DeGeneres and George Takei as Dash's parents?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Rainbow Dash's parents. Oh, Rainbow Dash. Make sure you could be member of the Wonderbolts.
Michael Mando as as Big Mac's crazy cousin.
Yes.
All right.
So the next little bit.
Yeah, another picture. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's just a picture. It's the next set of the Princess and Pony 2-packs. The first 2 sets were Rarity and Luna, which is a very good combination. And then Pinkie Pie and Celestia, not so much. But it's the white Celestia, so I can I can sort of move the pink one that I got a long time ago.
Yep.
Also the ridiculous looking Babby Luna. But the Applejack and Cadence and Rainbow Dash and Princess Twilight sets have been spotted in the wild at Target.
Princess what?
Princess Twilight.
She's not a princess. Come on, Sandy. That's silliness.
She's actually a princess, guys. It happened. There's no turning back.
When did this happen?
You can't clip these wings.
Oh, God.
I don't know when this happened. Yeah, spoilers. Come on. Serious.
Pony Tupac. Wow. She's going to get shot by...
Notorious. She goes to Las Pegasus and things go wrong.
Oh, man, that's terrible. Let's not do that. So those are...
Living in a pony paradise.
They're like $13 a piece. They're a little more expensive than the average. Not quite sure. Because I picked up the Luna, Rarity, Pinkie, and Caden and Celestia one today, just sort of on a whim.
So which is more of a bizarre combination? Would you say it's Rarity, or not Rarity? It's Pinkie Pie and Celestia, or Applejack and Cadence?
I'd say Applejack and Cadence.
It's just kind of like...
And then, of course...
Are we talking shipping here?
No. We're talking shipping only so much as what's in the box.
Yes, they've been shipped in the same package. So the question is, are we going to get like Fluttershy and cheese legs? And
I think it must benefit like that.
And then like what, regular Twilight and Discord? Who knows?
That would be it would just be something bizarre. You just get like you'd end up getting like Fluttershy and Sombra. It'd be like, what?
Fluttershombra.
No.
Yeah. Well, we'll be getting a cheese legs here come summer whenever the fan favorite set comes too that has the brushable derpy in it.
I got it. Speaking of stuff, I actually, if we want to go into, are we done with stuff, or is this? Let's see.
Well, there's a couple more real quick things. There was really not a lot of actual news this week, so there's lots of little things that we somehow turn into big things because of Let's Talk a lot. Hot Topics Hot Minute with Pinkie Pie has been released. It's Pinkie Pie being Pinkie Pie for about a minute. if you need a dose of Pinkie Pie, go forth. IDW has previewed the Rarity and Fluttershy comic folios, which are really nice. They're $25 packs that have a special variant, exclusive variant in a little folder, and a print of a particular cover. In this particular case, it was, like for the Rarity one, it's the really nice one with Amy Meberson, Rarity being the glamorous pony she is, and it comes with a print. And the Fluttershy one is coming up, and Rarities will be out on May 7th, so by the time you hear this, you can pick it up online, and the Fluttershy one will be coming on May 29th.
And do we have any idea of the pricing on these?
$25.
No, not bad. If you end up getting a print out of it.
Yeah, you get a nice print out of it, and they do have the Twilight Sparkle and the Rainbow Dash ones out there, but I didn't really like them that much, and the cover they chose are not my favorites.
Mm-hmm. And they are having, looks like a giveaway for one of them right now. Expires in 11 days, so you guys still have a chance, and there's only 48 entries in it. But they're doing a giveaway for the My Little Pony Rainbow Dash one. I will copy this and put it into the chat. It's at idwlimited.com, but you can go and enter that, and somebody will end up winning the Rainbow Dash version of that.
Yeah, the Rainbow Dash doesn't look too bad, really, but it's pretty cool that they're going through the trouble of this. But they're doing this to a lot of other ones too, like G.I. Joe: The Complete Collection, Volume 1, Red Label, limited 250 copies, signed by people, mounted signature page and canvas cover. It's only $125.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, man, I was at Titan Comics earlier today for Free Comic Book Day, picked up some stuff. And they have the Vertigo Limited hardbound kill a person with this book. Holy crap, it's huge. Versions of Sandman, $100.
Jeez, so, yeah.
But I mean, and it's like 5 volumes of Sandman.
Have you seen like the mega volumes of like The Walking Dead and stuff like that? It's like this thick.
Oh yeah, and then there's like the $275 Marvel Mega Omnibus that they brought out. That's like 700 pages long.
So much.
Things you do for fandom, right?
I know, really. All right, so let's see. 4 folios, game mat, and card sleeves. What is this about?
This is probably the most random thing of the week, really, because, you know, pony merch, that's great, whatever. So they're putting out card sleeves and play mats.
Huh?
For, like, Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh!
You know, I'm okay with this.
And they have card protectors so far that they're based upon the art that they've done for the boxes. So there's been the Fluttershy box, the Pinkie Pie box, and the vinyl scratch box. And they have taken that art and they're turning it into card protectors. It looks like they are, in fact, Magic the Gathering size and not the Yu-Gi-Oh! Size, because there actually is 2 different sizes. So, Magic the Gathering with your My Little Pony card protectors. Be the king nerd by owning somebody at Magic with ponies as your card protectors.
With Fluttershy on the back of your cards.
I'm sorry, but
I'm going to tap this and you're going to lose.
I'm going to tap this 10 red mana and hit you for 9 damage with a fireball. And then somebody's going to tell me, no, it's 1 red and 1 colorless, you pleb.
Learn to play.
I will say Magic the Gathering in like a decade.
I will say I am likely going to get that role-playing mat just because for our games, for using the dice cam, that will look so cool.
Yeah.
That will definitely look great for our gaming session. It feels like I'm doing one in just like an hour or something.
Okay, so you know what's worse is I was correct. It's 1 color. It's 1 red and then X colorless. So
that's great, Sandy.
Yeah. Oh, you never forget your red green decks.
I don't Magic.
Hey,
I can't go 3 weeks in a row complaining about card games.
Yeah, you see, it's not like card games are awful or anything. You see. You know, you don't want to go and talk about card games.
I'm going into review time of stuff. I picked up some stuff recently, so.
Okay, dope.
I got Derpy. As in, I got the oh god, who does this one again?
It's
the hard plastic
Funko.
Derpy. Funko Derpy. Yep, I think she's pretty cool. I really like it. It is sturdy as heck. Actually, she fits perfectly here right on the edge of my laptop, so I can just have her hang out.
Nice.
Like, look at that. Like, just perfect. Doesn't move at all. I can wiggle the laptop as hard as I can. She just hangs out. I really think it's cool. It's nice because I can have this and not take out the San Diego Comic-Con Derpy. Because I really do want to keep that one in the box just because of how special it is.
I have her out of box. She's sitting in between my Rainbow Dash and Sandy knit plushes.
Yeah.
So she's in a safe position.
Right. I just couldn't, like, I was just like, I could. There's no reason why she should still be in the box besides the fact of me just liking the box. So... but yeah, I like this as just an alternative of like, hey, I got a little derpy. I can just have her around. I can, just have her crash into stuff. It's just fun to have.
Yeah. They're nice and sturdy. I'm waiting for the next set to come out.
Absolutely. There was
I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah. Starry did pick up a Fluttershy. That one is still in the box over there. I'm surprised it hasn't made its way to the Flutter Shrine yet, but
No room.
no room in the Flutter Shrine? How sad.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do some rearranging on my pony shells to fit the new ponies.
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
I think that Pink Celestia may be banished to the moon.
Yeah, you can have her fly to the castle. There actually is a Flutter shrine in this apartment, by the way. Flutter and Luna Shrine. As for other things, Starry picked this up, a set of enamel pins that have Fluttershy and that jerk angel on it.
I almost bought Rainbow.
Hey, I like Angel.
Angel's a meanie.
I love Angel. He's so cute.
He's cute. He's a meanie.
He's cute.
Oh, but he doesn't mean it. He likes her really.
He totally means it. Be quiet.
No, he's like one of those people that like beats their wives but really likes them. Honestly, this was a bad example.
Wow, that was you're right. That was a bad example.
To be fair, I just like Angel. He abuses Fluttershy.
He's like a screaming child that says he hates his mother but actually loves her.
Wow, these are going
Angel's a better
terrible
example.
places.
Angel's got things figured out, and Fluttershy just don't get anything done. So Angel just pushes her in the right
Exactly.
direction.
Yes,
With his back
Yeah,
hand.
he cracks the whip.
some Brony said it. Yes,
Ooh.
Angel is so Tsunder. Or how you
what now?
Tsundere. That Japanese term for a character that acts super mean to someone just simply because that's the way that they show affection. Was that the Tsundere?
Oh, right. That's where people think that the person's being mean to them, but they really love them. That explains a lot of the characters in anime, actually.
Right.
Because they think because that's how they think real people will behave. I think I understand my friends now.
Tsundere.
But trying to say words, AC.
Tsundere. I don't know. Stuff.
Yeah.
I'll move on to comics. I already showed you guys the Rainbow Dash variant cover, which I think not even that much of a Rainbow Dash fan. I think the cover art is awesome. It's cool. It took me a moment until I noticed that the snakes are Applejack, Pinky, and Twilight. They have the colors and their symbols, so it makes me think that they're like hallucinations or something.
They're all part of Dash's dreamscape.
Pretty much. The other one I had to get this was the Lyra Dance, the Irish, the St. Paddy's Day Apple Cider Fest.
Yes.
That was very good.
She's Irish-ish.
Yes, because she's green. One thing we didn't mention that's probably newsworthy that we can add inside of here is some of the answers from Lauren Faust. She did a kind of like donate money to charity and I'll answer anything. Was there? I know that there was some specific things like what was it?
Like
Berry Punch.
Berry Punch has a specific name. It's Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir, because that was what Lauren was drinking
to help her get through the ponies.
Right. I'm trying to remember if there was any other specific big ones that came out of that.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's in the news, and she did like 3 nights of it, but it's not really anything you can compress down into a quick soundbite for the news.
Yeah.
So you should go to Equestria Daily or Derby His News. They both have them posted up, so you can take a look and get some answers from the Word of Faust.
Yes.
Word of Faust.
Some bronies saying Trixie was supposed to be a guy. The great and powerful Trevor. There you go.
Yes, but in fact, she's still she's still a girl because reasons.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Well, we don't know. She could be just a very, very, very conflicted guy. You never know.
I'm sure
don't pigeonhole her, guys.
I'm fairly sure there's going to be some Rule 63 Trixie very soon, just because.
If there wasn't, there is now.
Isn't the go-to name on that Tristan? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know the main 6, and that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, words are hard.
It gets difficult.
But if we're still going to talk about some stuff, I did pick up the 2 extra rarity variants today. I got I found the Sibsy version, the Sibsy variant on the My Little Pony micro series.
The one that has really Mando on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that has young Rarity making clothes for even smaller Sweetie Belle.
Oh, okay.
Except it's one of those things where it's like, but Sweetie Belle's way younger than her sister, apparently. And that's weird. But anyways, hey, that's about it for the merch for me. It's I bought some ponies. I'm gonna brush their manes.
Oh, Sandy, silly filly. All right.
Hello again.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, he's back.
We had a lot of fun.
Dropped out.
Oop.
Oh, okay.
Get back into character.
We had a lot of fun. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, so we have an episode discussion, AC. You must have added this one. Why don't you tell me about this episode?
Yeah, so I wanted to tell you there's this really great My Little Pony episode that came out. You guys haven't seen it yet because it's really special. I got the premiere on this, but Fancy Pants is a Canterlot socialite and bit-jillionaire. But an attack from changelings leaves him with a metal heart. Now he uses his power and resources using a metallic pony suit for the safety of Equestria.
Oh, that sounds a lot like Iron Colt.
I don't have no clue.
Iron Stallion 3. In theaters now.
Iron Colt follows a very similar pattern, but with blue blood. And it's all part of this group. But it's all part of this that's trying to basically give blue blood a character.
Other than being a jerk.
Trying to make blue bloods into somebody. I'll see if I can actually find it. I'll put the link in. It's really, really funny, actually.
Yeah, I just saw it because somebody made that. The only reason I chose Fancy Pants is because there is that. Well, the only reason I guess whoever wrote that episode chose it was because there was an image recently of Fancy Pants in the Iron Man outfit, I guess. This is totally true episode. Okay, well, that's the episode discussion. There you go. We're keeping it warm for you. Fanfic discussion. Anybody have a fanfic?
Well, actually, I was going to say, this is something we can do in the going forward. We'll pick a suggested fanfic by our readers, read some of it, / all of it, if it's short enough, and discuss it on next week's show.
Hang on a second. That's what my podcast does. How dare you? Not stealing my ideas.
Aha!
I have no clue what you're talking about. This is an original concept of Bronyville and never done by anyone else ever before.
Copyright Bronyville podcast.
Copyright. We have exclusivity on fanfics.
Oh no! What have we done?
We're mad ponies, mad!
Hasbro steps in. I'm sorry, guys, but we've already copyrighted this idea.
We are trying to copyright stories. We are copywriting stories with ponies in them.
Somebody linked us Batman Begins.
Yes.
And my header is Rarity and AJ being cute. Aww.
Daw.
Because they do shipping all day, every day on that that page.
Pretty much. Let's see. Lasferian, I believe Lasferian, however, did mention a Blue Blood fic of Best Night Ever, which is actually pretty good. And that was linked a little bit earlier on Fem Fiction, so I would recommend that. That one is, isn't that the one, the Groundhog Day one? I believe.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, let me just check the image on that. Slow loading. Yes, it is. It's the Groundhog Day version trope, where he loops day after day after day and finally has to not be a jerk. So, all right. So check those out. That's some fanfic suggestion. As said, send some over to us if you want us to try out something, or if you just have a story that you particularly liked. We will accept those. You can send those across to the same email address as the emails for the show.
Wow.
That funnels directly into the email, which is bronyville@gmail.com. You can send this across to us. We take email. We read them on the show. We talk about the things you bring up. This is an innovative feature, too, not found on any other podcast exclusive to Bronyville. It's absolutely exclusive to us.
I'm suing you.
Copyright us reading email on the internet.
You take all my ideas and you're making money off of it. What are you, Disney?
Wait, hold on. When were we making money?
Wait,
Sandy, where are you putting the money?
We're making money on this?
Holy!
I bet you are somehow.
We're making money.
Oh man, somebody found out about the ocean of Brony bucks. My swimming pool full of bits. No.
Oh wait, since we've
It's okay, Ben. They're only making dollars.
Oh yeah, not real money.
Oh wow, Sandy, is this actually?
I've actually got a decent fic I've actually been checking out, which far be it from me to actually suggest something that's actually safe for work. But there's an author called Anonymous Pegasus, and he's done some other stuff that isn't. But there's a story he's done called Affliction of the Heart, which is a changeling / OC Royal Guard pony romance. It's actually really, really sweet. And that's about all I can say about that without actually sounding totally like not a security guard.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it's a really nice story. There's 3 installments of it. First 2 are safe for work and very, very sweet romances, quite funny, but at some places very, very sad. And yeah, they really need to be checked out. Need more attention.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm having to do a little bit of doc revival here because it appears that our one cool things have been eaten up by a post.
Wait, what?
The one cool things that are down at the bottom of the page, or should be, or were filled out.
Refresh your page. I had to do that. Refresh your page, and it'll come up fine.
It'll come up fine because they were completely gone a moment ago when I was just checking through the doc.
If you refresh, it'll come. I had to do that.
Okay, that was
Google Docs is having problems.
I was frightened at first. I was afraid. I was petrified.
This was the podcast, clearly.
I thought that I could never live without this doc by my side. It looks like we only have 2 emails today, Sandy. Is this true?
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of emails this week.
Do you want me to shoulder you that second email or what?
I can read that second email. It's fairly long. And there actually is the thing at the bottom. Here's hoping Sandy doesn't blow out his voice trying to read this to you. It's taking you to task about your unkind comments about anime.
Oh, no, anime!
That reminds me, I need to get my Crunchyroll thing
The
back
color
up.
hair lady shows. All right, we'll go ahead and do this. So I guess since it's just 2, it'll be I'll go first and Sandy second.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Dear Apple Cider Chef Sandy, Starry Night, and insert guest names here. I will start. Ruth, are you going to say hello?
Oh, hi.
I will start off by saying Twilight Sparkle is best pony. Finally, someone gets it right. And Season 3, Episode 13, Magical Mystery Cure is the best episode. I think they should have made the episode a 2-parter, though. And Chef Sandy, Rainbow Dash is a close second. However, all the main 6 are close seconds, even Applejack. I'm a huge fan of your show, and you can call me by my username for most of my gaming accounts, which is SpyDude84. Realm of the Mad God username is SpyDude. Now for the actual issue. I became a brony at the end of June 2012, and I was excited about the show, and I was desperate to catch up. My parents weren't so happy about it because they believe in old stereotypes and that My Little Pony is a show for young girls. They told me to stop watching the show, and I argued. In the end, I wasn't allowed on electronic devices except TV for the rest of the summer. When I got my devices back, I downloaded the entire show to my iPod, and I continued to watch it there on my computer, which I recently got. However, it is annoying keeping them from finding out about my feelings for the show and cannot move away anytime soon. I wondered if you guys have any advice about this, and any given would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thanks for reading this email, assuming you read this, and for any advice you could give. Sincerely, Spy Dude 84. No advice, I'm sorry. No.
I've actually got a fairly interesting perspective on this, and that is, I've had to deal with that a little bit. No, not quite as badly as he has. So, I have my condolences.
Oh wow!
But generally speaking, you get quite a bit of if you play your cards right, you can get plenty of time away from your parents, and frankly, it doesn't matter what other people think about it, because you're gonna have to deal with these sorts of people no matter what you're into. I mean, think about it. We've all got friends who are furries, gay, whatever. You've all got your own thing that people, is considered out there by normal society.
Anime.
So, yeah.
Oh man,
keep away from me. But
oh man, I'm totally gonna watch a Remo too.
All right, keep going.
Generally speaking, there's depending on your age, you can generally find people that share your interests, and places to go where, you don't have to deal with that sort of pressure and stress. And, no matter what your parents think, I mean, you can choose your friends, you can't choose your parents. So just choose good friends and stay with them, And generally speaking, it'll all blow over. Nothing's permanent. So there's not really any way to convince your parents that it's okay or that it's not weird, because people are set in their ways like that. But what you can do is endure and deal with it like an adult. Act like you have your own separate life, and they can't affect that. And that's what's important, because if you let it affect you, then then it's going to become something that actually becomes a negative in your life, and that's the last thing you want.
That's
about as deep as I'm going to get.
Yeah, I kind of always go back to, there's kind of two ways you can approach this, and it all matters on how important it is to your overall life. If being a brony is something that you have as you believe is an identity, then that's something that you have to, then if it is an identity for you, then that's something that you're going to have to overcome and, try and get people to understand it. If being a brony is simply another part of you, if it is simply, hi, I am such and such, I am into this, I'm brony, if it's just a simple attachment, there's plenty of stuff that, is not for everyone. I
use it.
I ended up, just telling my mom of like, yeah, I've started doing a podcast for this show because it's wildly popular. Now I have the benefit of her knowing, that I am absolutely out of my mind. So she's like, oh, that's nice, honey. And just kind of move on. But, as for actual advice on how to get them to accept it, I'd say just don't make it a big deal. I mean, that's the simplest way. If you the one thing I think that always drives me nuts is the coming out of the stable idea. Mom, Dad, we need to talk.
I'm sorry. That is the worst sort of approach that people take, and it is so common in the fandom, because you hear these horror stories of people who, quote, come out of the stable to their parents. It's a bad idea. If you're into it, you're into it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for example, me and my dad, we don't exactly get along with that. Me and my dad still is all right with me, and if he starts, having a go or trying to take the piss, I'll crack him in the skull, just as he will do in reverse if I start doing something.
That's such a loving relationship with your parents.
Yeah.
We're northern, deal with it.
That's how Scots show love.
I'm Irish. But,
okay, that's how the Irish show love. That's how, as far as I'm concerned, that's how all of you express feelings for each other. It's just cavemen mentality. Bash them over the head and take them to your cave.
And yet our currency is stronger.
Yeah. Take that back!
Oh God. What it is it depends on how you're willing to go with the. If it is like your identity and the entirety of your identity, then you're doing it wrong. But if it's that important to you, then with as far as your parents are concerned, if you can defend yourself on it, then fine. But don't try and force it on them. And at the same time, if you're out in public and you're wearing the full Brony get-up and, the T-shirts, the hats, and making sure everyone's aware of it, then at the same time, you can also expect a bit of ridicule from people in the streets because people will latch onto that because they perceive it as a weakness, right? They see it's something I can go get at that person because he's different. So if you're doing that out in public, then you need to be prepared to actually stand your ground. And, is why I'd recommend only sort of when you're around people from the fandom, then fine. Get your brony on, but act like that, get all that stuff out, But if you're not, if you're in public just as yourself, then don't fly the flag so visibly, because unless you're willing to defend yourself, and I mean physically, then it's not worth the trouble you can get yourself into.
Something I think I want to add to that is when dealing with parents on issues like this, I've had quite a lot of experiences with this because I've never really conformed to social norms on many aspects, and my parents are quite conservative, especially my mother, who's from India and was brought up in a very, what I would consider a backward society, and she would consider what I like to do backwards as well. So what I would say that is the best way to deal with this, the best way to approach this when dealing with parents is do stand up for yourself and do stand up for what you like, what you believe in, but don't get angry, because when you get angry, that will escalate the situation to a point where bad things start happening. So if you can keep a level head, then that's going to be much more conducive to moving things forward.
Well, this is actually what it comes down to. Is like it escalates. It's one of the things obviously you have to deal with. Obviously for security, is you never want to escalate the situation. Analyze the individual you're dealing with, and try and talk them down. Right. And if they're never going to agree with you, if they don't want to perceive what you're doing, then accept it's a lost cause. But try and maintain their respect. I mean, thing is no matter what, even if me and my dad are never going to agree on, My Little Pony being freaking awesome, right? I can still guarantee he'll want to sit down and play Gears of War with me, so he knows I'm still a bloke, at least in his eyes. So that's what's important. Just find common ground and don't let that be the linchpin of your actual relationship. They don't have to like what you like.
Yeah, I mean, or go ahead, Bruce.
Okay. I'd actually recommend just leaving a copy of the Brony documentary lying around, because I think that's such a brilliant kind of thing to introduce parents to, because it's I think this guy's a guy, but it's when they see on TV a majority of the fandom is male, and they see there's that section where there's the kid with the dad that doesn't understand, and the dad goes, this is actually okay. Then they'll see that they're like that dad, and then
at the end they still send him to military school. Yeah.
Look, the thing is
spoilers. Sorry.
There is a very romanticized image of how you eventually they're going to accept you and it's all going to be sunshine and lollipops and all that sort of stuff. But you got to remember, in terms of being part of the fandom, it's much less worrying than say, there's some gay kids who just cannot deal with their parents. Their parents will not accept them, despite the fact that we live in the modern age and what have you. If something as integral to someone's identity as their sexuality can't be accepted by their parents, don't treat it as something as important when it comes down to something that you like watching on a Saturday, because otherwise you're basically
You're putting
investing more of your time in it than is necessary. I say it on a podcast.
And you're also trying. You're putting them in a very weird situation where, I mean, like the coming out of the stable. You know, you build up their like expectations of like, oh no, this is something big. Like, wait, what? You like a TV show? Huh?
Yeah.
If you here's my idea. I'll close out this particular question with a piece of bad idea. Just over time, start replacing everything in the house with something pony related. So just start with like get some of the towels, replace the towels with like the My Little Pony towels. Replace the toothbrush with the toothpaste with the Pinkie Pie toothpaste that has no fluoride in it. Get the My Little Pony drink cups and start using those. Just toss all the old cups out. You know, and just slowly start to have the My Little Pony just infest the entire apartment, and then they'll have to conform.
Oh, don't do that.
That's probably the worst idea. It's a very funny thought.
just a slow creep of just like
replace all their pillowcases with My Little Pony pillowcases.
Yeah, try and put the pony bedspread on their bed, even if it doesn't fit.
I should be saying this is the worst idea ever, but I've kind of been doing that at my own house, so I can't really comment.
Just make it seem like it's slowly creeping from your bedroom into the rest of the house. Just in that direction, or replace everything overnight. Put a big Pinkie Pie logo vinyl on the front of their car and
replace their cats with a plushie.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Don't follow any of that advice. All right, let's move forward. You have a massive email to read here, Sandy.
A Great Wall of China of email.
It's like 2 pages long, more than 2 pages long.
So while you read this massive thing about anime to me, I'm gonna go up and get a drink. So
I'm gonna provide background music.
Just kidding. All right, let me hear about anime. What's all this stuff about? I understand Japan has some shows. What are these things?
Okay, here we go. Dear Apple Cider. Yes, this email is just for you, AC. A few weeks ago, during the One Cool Thing, Chef Sandy announced the anime called Little Witch Academia is available for free on YouTube. As expected, you launch into the usual spiel you go into whenever anime is brought up on the show. It's like how it's weird and how you've been burned by it in the past. Now, normally I find these parts of the show hilarious, but when you start saying those very things about Little Witch Academia, the Young Animators Training Project, Anime Mirai, I decided it was time to speak up in its defense. The shows made by the Young Animators Training Project are not your average run-of-the-mill anime about robots or cute girls doing cute things. They're fresh and original, and they always try to find ways to stretch the boundaries of their medium. They're triumphs of two-dimensional animation, and it saddens me that you aren't experiencing them. So I'm writing to you today in the hopes that I can convince you to drop your predispositions about anime and give the Young Animators Training Project a chance.
Time.
First of all, you frequently attribute the root of your trauma about anime to the fact that you lost money on the anime trading cards. Well, I'm happy to tell you that the Young Animators Training Project isn't trying to sell you anything. There's no merchandise, no figurines, no singles or OSTs, and definitely no trading cards. The Young Animators Training Project exists for one reason and one reason alone: to help train students in animation techniques. It gives these students a chance to work.
Andrew's just playing me lightly.
Super professional.
God damn you, Andrew.
It gives these students a chance to work with professional animators and famous directors and allows them to gain valuable experience working in the industry. You can tell right away that the shows they make are made with genuine love and effort, as opposed to other shows nowadays which just pander to the masses to get them to buy toys and Blu-rays. Secondly, you stated that before you thought that all anime were the same, and for the most part I would agree with you. Anime suffers from the same problems that movies and video games are suffering from nowadays. They have high production costs and very niche, unpredictable market. Companies would rather stick with tried and true formulas that make shows they know will make a return, rather than invest the money in artistic and original projects that fail. But the Young Animators Project is an exception. All of their funding comes from the Japanese government for the preservation and spread of Japanese culture. They allow the animators to freely create whatever they want. Free from their financial obligations, animators are able to experiment with different animation styles and techniques and tell interesting and compelling stories. And in the 3 short years they've been around, they've made some pretty amazing stuff. Thirdly, you constantly say that anime is just too weird. Well, I'd like to point out that at some point we all thought a show about multicolored talking horses was just too weird.
Don't even go there.
But I gave that talking pony show a shot and found myself loving the heck out of it. It just goes to show that one should never judge something by its cover. One would think our experience of My Little Pony fandom would have taught us all to keep an open mind. After all, that was the moral to read it and weep. And lastly, here's still another almost page worth of text here. And lastly, the Young Animators Project is accomplishing something that I feel is very important, making sure the 2D animation stays relevant in the eye of the public. With Disney recently announcing the closing of their 2D studios and the general shift towards 3D animated feature films, it seems apparent that 2D animation is a dying medium. People just aren't as taken in by it as they were in the past. Part of the reason, I believe, is because of the success of Pixar and DreamWorks. They're 3D movies that are enjoyed by people of all ages, while 2D animation is used only for movies for younger children, kids' TV shows, and adult cartoons like Family Guy that are only good for a cheap laugh. Maybe the reason why studios are focusing on 3D animation is because no one's taking 2D animation seriously anymore. There seems to be a notion that 3D animation is better, but I wholeheartedly disagree. I think the reason why we enjoy 3D animated movies better is because the stories are generally better. You can tell a compelling story with 2D animation, like what the Young Animators Training Project does, then your audience will enjoy it as much as a 3D animated movie. Well, that's my piece. Sorry for sending such a long email again. Hope Sandy doesn't hurt his voice reading this to you. Need a drink? No. Anyways, I've somehow managed to convince you to give the Young Animators Project a shot. I'd love to leave you with a few recommendations and YouTube links for some of their other projects. And he does. And that's all I have to say about that. Sorry again for the wall of text. Keep on making Bronyville an excellent show. It's always been your fan, some Brony Jr.
I found out.
That must have been an email.
Try and call out like Family Guy and that for not taking it seriously, and then explain why we shouldn't just dismiss things because they look weird. Because I'm sure there's a little bit of hypocrisy in there. I'm not entirely sure where, but there is.
Oh, I found a popcorn kernel in my teeth. Huh? Yeah,
Colonel Sunderland.
Yeah.
I think that, it is wrong. I'm not a big anime fan. I do like some animes, but I used to be one of these people that was like, anime, nah, that's just rubbish. But it's such a broad genre. There's so many different styles of animation, styles of storytelling, and so many different qualities, levels of quality, to different animations in the animation in genre. So I think there's some really good things out there, some really kind of crap things out there that I wouldn't watch. But the Young Animators Project he's talking about here looks like it looks really cool. I think you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, let me qualify anime real quick. I'm getting a background for this. Nice. All right, continue going with that. I'll add to it. So my feelings on anime are I enjoy stuff like Studio Ghibli. That stuff like that, it's highly produced. I show that they put a lot of work and effort into actually making the anime. They put a ton of time and effort into it. What drives me nuts is I usually end up getting somebody suggesting something to me of like, oh, you should check this out. This anime is super awesome. And then it turns out that they're suggesting me Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or anything else that's super popular mainstream. It ultimately fails down the same route. So I'm not saying this Magic Academia thing is particularly bad.
Your soundtrack now.
About 2 minutes ago there, Cider. We can't actually hear anything now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You may want to go back a little bit.
That's fine. That was just as basic as it is. It's just the Little Witch Academia. Sure, it sounds good. I'm sure if I watched it, I'd actually enjoy it. It's just it takes a lot for me to get into something. I understand this one episode, and that makes it super easy. But I also feel I deserve the right to maybe not want to see something.
Yeah, anime is very sort of, it's subjective, whether you like it or not, because it doesn't come down so much to the actual style of the animation as it does to the actual storytelling. Now, obviously, because of the nature of anime being very culturally linked, like I wouldn't classify myself as a fan of anime. I really don't like that much of it. But I think that's less down to the animation style, more down to the style of the stories that I watch, or the way that the stories are told. So there's some very, very well animated stuff out there that I can say is very, very good, but the style kind of makes it difficult to get into. And I think that's obviously a negative on my part, because there's some very, very good stuff out there. But if there's people wanting to get in on that school of animation and actually do it, it's fantastic, because we need more animators. Even if they do work in crazy people with huge eyes and they talk like this all the time.
I'm now threatened. I don't like anime anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you know what amazing anime is?
How amazing is anime?
My friend Matt introduced it to me recently. It's just the best thing I've ever seen. It's called Girls und Panzer, and it's just about this school that's on the back of an aircraft carrier. It's just like this city on an aircraft carrier with this school in it for girls, and they all study tankery, and then they just blow each other up with tanks.
Okay, I'll add to this. I have seen a really good anime recently that I enjoyed, and I kind of want to see again. It's called Polar Bear Cafe. It follows a panda bear who needs to get a job, so he goes to work at this cafe run by a polar bear.
Lovely. Actually, there was one that I was exposed to that may have coloured my perception on it and kind of ruined anime for me. And it was, I can't remember the actual title as it was, but they called it Club to Death Angel. And literally, there was this whole thing of a angel gets sent back in time because some creep created a thing that turned everyone into 12-year-old girls, so she was sent to kill him.
Oh, Japan!
She falls in love with him and has to protect him from other angels, but she keeps on killing him with this giant spiked mace called Excalibur. And
he's bringing him back from the dead, and yeah,
it's to protect him because she loves him. And it's like, what the hell? Why is this a cultural touchstone?
Well, you take the good with the bad. It's one of those things that there's a lot of shows on television, but not all of them can be good, like Person of Interest. So you
take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and then you got the facts of life.
Well, so I mean, yeah, there's lots of ridiculous, awful anime out there, but there's also some really good stuff, and you just have to find the good stuff, just like you got to find the good TV or good movies.
And that's all we'll say about that.
Yeah, that's enough of that, because we're running up against our gaming time, actually.
I know, we got 3 minutes to wrap this, so let's do it real quick. 5-star iTunes Bronies, we got 805 ratings with 795 star ratings. Ain't that friggin' cool? Only 15 people thought we weren't 5-starry enough. Want to thank Devin Campbell, Shockwave122, for sending us and adding 5-star reviews on iTunes. You guys rock. That's great. Please, depending on where you are, if it's the U.S., UK, or Canada, or any other locale, please go to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. Keeps us up there. We've now Kevin Smith's long gone. We've beaten him. He's a nobody to us anymore. We got to take out these Potter kids. These Harry Potter kids are my next target.
My little sister will murder you if you do.
Those Potter kids, ooh.
Yeah, actually will. She's a northerner.
Oh man, she'll just break out her claymore and it'll be all over.
Got it. All right, let's see. And
she got quite a nice collection of blades.
Yeah, donators. I wanted to thank Jeremy S. for donating across to us.
I was gonna say, which isn't me.
No, it's not. Thank you very, very much, and a decent amount, so thank you. If you do and love the show, we do have some stuff coming up. We've got some big conventions. We're just on the cusp of getting set up with a really cool convention and a really cool idea. So we may need to, we'll probably inform you and give a push for some really, really cool stuff coming up. But thank you very much. You can donate over at our website at bronyshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com.
Yes. And AC, the number this week is 14.
14, huh?
Wait, no. That's 9. I can't count.
Huh?
Math is hard.
What number? I'm confused.
The where we are on the What's Hot list.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one cool thing time. We're going to close out this show, but before we do, we need to go ahead and go over one very awesome one very awesome thing. I really was late today, so I didn't have anything good, so enjoy some derp cream.
Oh my, what is this?
This is a link to some Ted and Wally's ice cream that was for Derby Hooves Day.
Yes, and they apparently it was big business for them.
Yep, it was a chocolate chip muffin ice cream.
That sounds good to me. My one cool thing this week is just a cute picture by Mystic Alpha. The guy's a really good artist. I like his stuff a lot. And it's just Derpy being cute in the forest with Leaf on her nose. It is cute. Enjoy the cute.
Ruth!
Yes!
What's your thing?
Well, what's my one cool thing?
Yes!
Well, it's the Summer Sun celebration, but I've already ranted about it.
Again.
Well, then there's something else. There's something else linked there for you.
Thinking. People in the chat, help me out here.
No. Check your one cool thing. Someone's giving you an assist.
Oh God, damn you!
Yeah, just go.
Look on the dot.
I don't do subtle.
No, just go to the one cool thing part of the doc. Okay, there's a link. Click on the link.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to mute her.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah.
And
I would freak out, but I already have that. Someone got it me for Christmas.
It's a panda hat.
Yeah. My friend Peter got me that for Christmas. So, yeah.
Wait, Peter, the voice of God, Peter?
No, not Peter Buck. Different Pete.
All right.
Doesn't matter then.
All right. Now let's go ahead and move this bin. What do you have here?
I have the deviant art of my co-host for my podcast, called In Lucid Reverie. He does pictures, and they be good.
Pictures of ponies?
Pictures of ponies, pictures of other things, mostly ponies. Lots of work. You can see, if you check out the link, he's done quite a lot of stuff for Fallout Equestria. And he's also working on a work-in-progress piece for the upcoming meetup that's being organised here in the north, which I'd like to talk about in a second. But yeah, he's currently doing like commission work as soon as he gets his own tablet back, because right now he's using my kit. But he does a lot of really, really good work, and you can find his commission details on his DeviantArt. And he will need it because he is homeless. So if you can get money, that will help him. He's a good guy, and he needs your help. And also, kind of helpful in getting all this meetup MacGuffin sorted.
A delicious MacGuffin.
Yes. As for the meetup that I actually mentioned previously, will be taking place on June the 8th, that's a Saturday, and we'll be meeting up in Leeds at the Leeds train station at 12 noon.
Okay.
We've got a big day planned, and we have a bar that we're going to visit afterwards that does the My Little Pony cocktails. So fun!
Awesome. Andrew, what is this Ask Britannia?
My one cool thing is Ask Britannia, which, as some of you may know, we have a mascot for our convention called Britannia, and she's a very British pro name. And
a million times better than Can You Just Saying.
Yeah, we have a Tumblr comic for her, askbritannia.tumblr.com, and it is very, very funny. The guys who are doing that, Sketchy Sounds and Hazel Hooves, they have put so much into this. I just every time they put out new thing, I'm on the floor with laughter. It's really good what they're doing, and there's so many little plot twists and little details they add, and it's just absolutely brilliant. They're building a little world around it. It's I would definitely recommend you check it out.
At the moment.
They're still doing that. Oh my god. Okay.
And I'm noticing some self-insertionists here. Some of you appear to be present in this.
Yes, because it's linked to the con. Sometimes he includes con staff's OCs in it, but don't let that put you off. It's actually very, very funny and very good.
I have to say, looking at this princess storyline, it's making me want to rebel against Britain again. I already feel too oppressed. I feel like my rights aren't being upheld, and so I you know what? I'm gonna go into the kitchen. I'm gonna knock over a tea box. So, what do you think about that?
I'm telling you, I just had some tea.
Well, no. Tell you what, tea box is now laying on its side. How do you feel about that? Yeah.
More power to you.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right. Well, it brings us to the end here. First off, I want to go ahead and thank the members of Buck, all three of you, Ruth, Ben, and Andrew. Thank you for coming on, talking about the convention, being very, very silly with us again. It's been a pleasure, and trust me, I want to say, like, to be honest, like, I was so happy to see that you guys were coming back, because the last time we had you on, it was a blast. So thank you very much for coming back in.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yeah, it was great.
Yay.
If people want to listen to last year's one, I think it's episode 59.
All right, cool. So just roundabout an equal time on this, 104, 59. All right, cool. As always, I want to go ahead and thank Sandy Face, for bringing the thunder.
Count on me.
Let me thank Starry Night for watching the stream and everything, and also tending to make sure that ModCloth still has a lot of good clothes in it. Is it still? Yeah, this is still good. And I also want to go ahead and thank all of our wonderful fans, all of you out there on the internet. Even if you're the ones that are watching on Justin TV, hello, we love you. Just keep tuned. We're going to be playing tabletop in a little bit.
Yeah, hope your bodies are ready for that one.
Yeah, and for any of you that are going to be listening by iTunes, expect a tabletop sometime in the near future.
We really need to put out that one we recorded with Mike and the panel from FC.
I need to find them.
Hours and hours of audio that we have recorded that we just haven't released yet.
I know. I need to find them. But thank you all to our fans. We love you. You're great. Please, if you want to go ahead and find out more about us, you can go over to bronyshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com. Our email address is bronyville@gmail.com. Join us roughly every Saturday noon Pacific Daylight Time, or Pacific whatever time, at justin.tv/bronyvillepodcast. Please leave us iTunes reviews, regardless if you are in the UK, the CA, the US, the AU, the wherever you are.
The moon.
The moon. We don't have many ratings up in the Moon Kingdom yet. So if you could go to iTunes and leave us a review, we would highly appreciate it. You can listen to the show on Celestia Radio every Tuesday, 3 Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 11 p.m. UTC. I am part of, no longer running, the Bronies of Northern California.
I am the leader and financier of the North Texas Bronies.
And then the UK Bronies North is listed here.
I'm a lollipop.
And you're a lollipop? Okay.
Yep, I think so.
And yeah, I was just going to say there, I pretty much organise and do the groundwork for the Leeds meetups in the Northern UK Bronies group. And you can find me, my co-host, and by his art, either at the meetup or at Book. We will be there. We will say hi to us. Just don't approach me, because I'm going to be working and I may have to kick you out if you come up to me looking too threatening.
Ooh. All right. And conventions, I am confirmed for Nightmare Nights Dallas.
And I'll be going to Fiesta Equestria, Brony Fanfare, as a representative in Ivernine's Dallas. And I'll be at Ivernine's Dallas, and they'll be running the thing.
Yes, you'll be doing that thing. Actually, I should also add the Sac Brony Expo. That needs to be added on there for myself. I will be present for that.
And those are only conventions that are confirmed at this time
Yes.
that may grow.
And our friends, we've got friends regardless if they're Ponyville Live, Celestia Radio, Derpy Hooves News, Equestria Daily. All of our extended friends are covering what looks to be 10 awesome conventions so far and ever growing, so keep an eye on that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and close this. This has been Bronyville episode number 104. Thank you all for listening. We love you all. We will catch you next week. What's our guest set, Sandy? Any idea?
I think it's supposed to be that other con, but we haven't discussed
gotcha.
that.
We'll check that. All right. So we'll go ahead and take care of that next week. We'll see you then. Sleep well, every pony.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
I gotta hit the button.